That's right. So here we're ready for the Dukes 2025 season opener here at Walnut Hills High School. We have the Cincinnati Dukes will be hosting the Michigan Bills. They're jumping right into it, a tough opponent. The Bills coming off a 20-14 loss at the Illinois Cowboys. And we're going to get a look at a rule change right off the bat, the dynamic kickoff, as the kicker will be all by himself at the 35. The two teams are lined up 10 yards apart, with the two return men allowed to be back deep. Ball a half. If they don't get it into the lane zone, which is at least to the 20-yard line, the Dukes will get the ball, I believe, at the 35-yard line. So a little new wrinkle here. The Bills do have a kicker today. They were missing one last week. It is Arshad Khan here to do the kicking, which is pivotal with the new rule we got going on. We got two back deep for the Dukes. Looks like Mike plays one of them. Also Mike Crawford. Khan all by himself getting the ball ready. Ready to get this Dukes 2025 season started. Coming off back-to-back 2A national championships. Let's see if they can do this in third time in a row. The kick is a nice one down to the 5. It's fielded. He cuts back, still up, and looks like that's Mike Clay with the return. Takes it out past the 30-yard line. So the Dukes will have the ball, 1st and 10. They will be at their own 32-yard line. And we'll get our first look for them this season. It'll be Grady Kramer under center. As the transition away from Monty Murray, he's still on the team, but it'll be Grady Kramer, as far as I understand, all day today at quarterback for the Dukes. Do have a lot of the same weapons. Mike Clay, Idaho Brown, the Covion Spikes out there. Just like our chains and all set. And I think we're ready to go. Grady Kramer with one back. And goes in motion. Kramer looks. His pass is too high. So that'll make it 2nd down. So Dukes will reset. Again, this is their first game. Their last effort was in the 2A national championship game when they came back to beat the New York Bandits 33-20. Had a couple games scheduled, but seemed to fall through. So finally get the field here against the Bills. Again, it's Kramer. Looks like Mike Crawford is his running back, but probably doing blocking on this. Kramer drops back, goes deep again. Pass is incomplete to Covion Spikes, but looks like he was tripped up. Probably going to be a penalty, either holding or pass interference, which one they decide on. Either way, it'll be a 1st down for the Dukes. Don Starnes, our head referee, getting the information. And here is the call. Well, first we'll communicate to the Dukes. Although there's no question whether they'll be accepting it or not. This looks like pass interference, and it is, which is a spot foul since we are playing under NFL rules. It'll move the Dukes all the way into Bills territory. Looks like we'll be at the 49-yard line.
Let's go, defense!
So the Bills had some issues with penalties last week. Hurt them on a couple drives. And early on, the Dukes can take advantage. There's a pass to Mike Clay. He cannot slip through the tackle. That was number 10, Davion Haynes, who brought him down. About an 8-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 2 for the Dukes. Or 2nd and 3 as they spot the ball here. 7-yard gain. First complete pass of the year for Grady Kramer and the Dukes. They huddle up against a stiff Bills defense. Their game last week, both teams scored in their own possession, but then after that it was a defensive struggle. The Dukes hoping to get a quick score here. Kramer with, again, Mike Crawford the block. 2 receivers on either side. Takes the pass, backs up, looking deep, and that one's just going to be incomplete, out of bounds. Looking for Mike Clay again. They get 3rd down for the Dukes. Clay had a breakout season last year. 26 catches for 572 yards, which led the team, and 12 touchdowns, which also led the team. Darian Brown actually had more catches than him. He had 32. But just the number of those dangerous weapons the Dukes have in their receiving core. So about 13 minutes left, 2 minutes into the game. Dukes facing a 3rd and 3 at the 42. They got a wildcat going on here, and it's not going to get it the first down. So trying something a little different. That was Mike Crawford, who's actually switched to number 5. They switched some numbers on me. Mike Crawford, number 5, lined up at quarterback. He was stopped after no gain, which brings up a 4th down. So Bills with a chance to get off the field here. 4th and 3 for the Dukes. Looks like we're back to Kramer under center. And that's actually Kendall Watson lined up as the running back, it looks like. Timeout for the Dukes. So
want a free t-shirt? Hit like and subscribe to our channel right now for your chance to win. We're giving away t-shirts to random subscribers. Don't miss out. Subscribe now and you could be our next winner.
Want to reach more customers? Advertise your business during our live sports streams. Connect with your local community and boost your brand. Email us today at reachmorecustomers@eDrivenScore.com. That's reachmorecustomers@eDrivenScore.com.
So we're back from the timeout. Dukes have talked it over. This 4th and 3, a chance early in the game to keep this drive going. So again, they're sticking with the 2 receivers to either side of Grady Kramer. There might be an offsides. Kramer goes deep, looking for a free play. It is batted away. I don't know if there's a flag, or I don't see a flag at the moment. The Dukes are looking for one. I don't think there is one.
All right, defense!
And the Bills will take over on downs. So, yep. We're switching offense and defense, and the Bills will take over. So our first look at this Bills offense, I believe they used a couple quarterbacks last week. We have Chauncey Loman and Antoine Burgess are the two. We'll see which one comes out to lead the charge in this first drive. Looks like it's going to be number 12, Chauncey Loman. It's the Bills with 3 receivers and 2 running backs, including a big fullback in Pierce Brown. Let's see what they do on their first play here. Again, they scored on their first drive against the Cowboys last week. This is going to be a handoff, and it's going to be run up the middle. Nice job.
Let's go, offense!
And that was Bryson Barnett right up the middle. And they're going fast. That is a first down at the Dukes 47. And the Bills are right back on the ball. Not giving the Dukes defense a lot of time to reset. Again, it's around this time he is brought down. Torrance Green on the stop. Again, it was Bryson Barnett with the carry. And again, the Bills up fast after a 5-yard gain. 4-yard gain actually to the 43. Lyman gets everyone set. Stephen Pierce, the fullback. He takes a snap. It's going to be another handoff to Barnett. And the Dukes are on it this time. Dominic Raven was in there. Damon Dorsey's had him surrounded. Nowhere to go on that run. It'll bring them a 3rd and long. They lost all the yards they got on first down. So it'll go to 3rd and 10.
Let's go, offense!
Went to the well one too many times there. And it'll be a 3rd down for the Bills. We approach 10 minutes remaining, 5 minutes into this game. The Bills, their first possession, the Dukes turn it over on downs. We got, I think this is Lorenzo White Jr. at fullback now. Still Barnett, low snap. Lyman's pass is intercepted. Kayvon Barnett hauls it in for the Dukes. An interception for Kayvon Barnett. We saw 6 of them from him last year. He led the team, and he gets the first one for the Dukes this year with 9:47 remaining in the first quarter. The Dukes get the ball back at their own 33-yard line. The Dukes with their second turn on offense here. Let's see if they can get some points on this one. They were stopped on downs in the first drive after they got a first down by penalty. Grady Kramer looks over the middle. That pass is tipped, and it is caught by Idaho Brown. What a catch. That's some pretty impressive concentration. He apparently was touched, so he is down where he fell, 1 yard short of the first down. But almost a disaster for the Dukes. Instead, a nice 9-yard pickup. So, 2nd and 1 for them as they get ready for this play. Grady Kramer connecting with Idaho Brown. Thought he was going to be up there in the booth. Instead, he's down there on the field making plays right now.
Let's go, defense!
So again, we got 2 receivers on either side of Grady Kramer with a running back by his side this time. And it is going to be canned off up the middle. And, a nice hit, but did not bring him down. Finally brought down by Michael Anderson. But
Let's go, Mikey!
I'm going to make the call on that being Mike Crawford, the running back, formerly number 0. This year switched to number 5. And the Duke get a first down at the Bills' 43. Nice, I believe, a 15-yard pickup on that play. This time Crawford up a little bit. Probably throwing on this. They are. Kramer drops back. Looks out to the right. Hauled in by Kovion Spikes. He spins out of one tackle, but not much further. Brought down by Don Dozier of the Bills. Kramer spreading around 3 different receivers already. Looks like he gets down to the 37-yard line, about a 6-yard gain. 2nd and 4. Dukes with a short gain here. Looks like we're going trips right this time. Mike Clay all by himself on the left. Watson a little bit behind Kramer this time. Goes in motion. So it'll be Kramer by himself. Drops back looking for Clay. One-on-one and sails it over his head. He was not on open. Kramer went for him anyways. Looks like that was Davion Haynes who had him covered. So it'll be 3rd and 4 for the Dukes. Just about halfway through this first quarter. Wet, windy day here at Walnut Hills, but it was, I think it was a lot worse earlier in the day. We're glad to get this game in. I know the Dukes are after a couple chances, a couple false starts where they couldn't get the game started. So here we go. 3rd and 4. Kramer relaying a message to Raekwon Prince, his receiver. He has Watson next to him again. Kramer is too high for Dayon Brown. That'll bring up 4th down. So the Dukes do have a kicker, but this would be asking a bit much. Be about a 53-yard field goal if you were to do it from here. No real sense in punting. On 4th and 4, they'll be going for it. Bills got a stop last time on 4th down, right about this way. This part of the field actually was the 42, a little few yards back.
Watch the ball!
So Kramer tries his hands off this hood. It was a little wet out there. Takes a snap. Has time. Looks, he's going to run for it, and it's going to be close. The chains are moving. Looks like they're going to give him that first down. He slid right about the marker. It was really a judgment call whether they got it or not. They're going to say yes. And right at the 32-yard line. First down Dukes. They keep this drive alive.
Let's go, defense!
So the Dukes get a new set of downs here. Kramer will hand this one off to Crawford. He's not going to go very far.
All right, Mikey!
Was Mike Anderson, the first one there. He got help
Woo!
from Roderick Bridges. What's up, how you? All right. So no gain on that play. Brings up 2nd down for the Dukes. Under 6 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Looks like they're sending 3 receivers out to the right again, and Mike Clay again by himself. Lined up with Davion Haynes. It'll be a matchup to watch. Crawford behind Kramer this time. It is Kramer looked to Clay. Now he looks left, going to keep it himself. He's going to run and get out of bounds. Save himself a hit from Haynes. It'll bring up 3rd down for the Dukes as he was just short. He got about the 14-yard line. or the 24, excuse me. So we're going to go 3rd and 2. Another 3rd down here for the Dukes.
Let's go, defense!
I'm sure they'll go for it if they don't get it. Kramer, he give it to Markel Hurd, and he is stopped in the backfield by Lorenzo White Jr. That was Hurd's first carry as a Duke. He was with the Wolfpack last year. But Lorenzo White Jr. there to meet him for a 3-yard loss. Brings up 4th and 5. From here, it'd be a 44-yard field goal. Still a bit rich for the operation of the Dukes. Led by Jake Brown, who is a good kicker, but especially the wind will be in his face. So it'll be the Dukes going for it on 4th and 5. 3 receivers to the right, Mike Clay to the left. Brady Kramer, and there's a whistle before the snap. Dukes took too long. That'll be a delayed game. So that'll make things a little tougher on the Dukes. Moving back 5 yards, make it a 4th and 10 from the Bills' 32-yard line. With 4 minutes remaining in this first quarter. Season opener for the Dukes. The Bills have a 1 game under their belt. A tough loss at the Illinois Cowboys. But a performance that did open some eyes. Brady Kramer. 2 receivers on each side. He looks, fires over the middle. He has a man, and he slipped through 2 tackles and finally brought down. That'll be a 1st down. Mike Clay hauls it in from Grady Kramer. Almost broke it for a touchdown. Does get the 1st down to the 13-yard line, a 19-yard gain. So the Dukes keep this drive going. Another 3rd or 4th down conversion. 3 minutes now left in the quarter. The Dukes used to be usually a quick strike offense, but this one, they're just slowly working their way down the field. This time it's Idaho on his own. On the left, there'll be Prince goes back. The handoff is to Markel Hurd. He stiff arms the helmet off, but not enough to stop Pierce Brown from making a tackle. Pierce Brown lost the helmet, but got a tackle. A 1-yard gain, it looks like. Makes it 2nd and 9. For the Dukes. 2 receivers on either side. And Crawford still in the backfield this whole time. Kramer hesitates, has Prince, he hauls it in, and the pass is good for a Dukes touchdown. Brady Kramer, 12 yards to Raekwon Prince, gets the Dukes on the board. Two minutes even in the first quarter. So Dukes up 6-0 on that nice pass. Kramer was just waiting. Finally decided to take his turn. He's run out of space in the end zone. If he didn't let it go, would have been out of bounds. So we found Prince behind the defense, and the Dukes will be kicking the extra point. So we will get a chance to see Drake Brown's leg here for the extra point, which amounts to about a 33-yard kick. Dukes getting themselves organized. Finally have everyone on the field. So Bill's talking about it still on the field, but we're ready for this kick. Again, Drake Brown. The snap is low. Mike Crawford, he's in a bit of trouble, and that's just going to be an incomplete pass. So the try is no good. And with 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter, the Dukes lead stays at 6-0.
Want to reach more customers? Advertise your business during our live sports streams. Connect with your local community and boost your brand. Email us today at reachmorecustomers@eDrivenScore.com. That's reachmorecustomers@eDrivenScore.com.
Want a free t-shirt? Hit like and subscribe to our channel right now for your chance to win. We're giving away t-shirts to random subscribers. Don't miss out. Subscribe now and you could be our next winner. Want a free t-shirt? Hit like and subscribe to our channel right now for your chance to win. We're giving away t-shirts to random subscribers. Don't miss out. Subscribe now and you could be our next winner.
So we're back, and the Dukes will have their first shot at the dynamic kickoff. They will be kicking it off. Back deep for the Bills is Travion Clayton, number 5, and number 17, Kaishawn Jackson, who had a big game for the Bills defense. 3 sacks, actually he was the receiver. He had 4 catches for 75 yards and a touchdown last week. Clinton Wade was the that's not what should happen on this kick. Did not go to the landing zone. I believe that I'll take it out to, is it the 35? They're looking at maybe the 40. I think there's some confusion on the Dukes what to do on the dynamic kickoff. The ball's got to move to the 20-yard line on the fly. Not. It got to that first line of blockers for the Bills, who were lined up at the 30-yard line. And so that'll give the Bills the ball at, looks like we're going to be giving it to them at their own 40-yard line. So we're learning a little something new about this kickoff roll. Bills will have 1st and 10. Again, Chauncey Lohman back to lead the defense. Lorenzo White Jr., the running back this time. And it's Brinson Barnett, the fullback. Lorenzo White Jr., not a junior of the Michigan State Lorenzo White. He's running through and finally brought down by Devin Patton. Some nice running by Lorenzo White. The Bills again going fast after about a 3-yard pickup this time. Going with the no huddle.
Let's go, boys!
Same setup. They got 2 receivers on the short side of the field and 1 to the wide. It's Kaishawn Jackson out by himself. Pull up surveys to defense, or Lauman, excuse me. It's going to be another handoff to White, and he's not going to go very far. The Bills are quickly in on that, including Lamont Dixon Jr. And on the stop, a loss of 1. Brings up 3rd down. So we are under a minute to go in this first quarter. Bills this time huddling up. A little more emphasis on this play, on the 3rd down play. I believe it's their first 3rd down play. Or another second. The first one resulted in the interception by Kayvon Burnett. That's their only pass of the game. Probably another pass coming here on 2nd down. A little audible perhaps by Lauman, and brought down by DeAndre Jackson, but you might have grabbed some face mask with it, as there is a flag on the field. And it is a face mask on Jackson. That will keep the drive going for the Bills. So he got pulled down at about the 33-yard line, but it's a 15-yard penalty. The ball will go forward. Actually, they're going to be doing this from the line of scrimmage. So that's going to push them into Duke's territory. Probably going to end the quarter. The Bills are briskly jogging up, but I don't think they're going to play off. Actually, they're going to get a timeout. So with 3 seconds left in the quarter, the Bills take a timeout.
Want a free t-shirt? Hit like and subscribe to our channel right now for your chance to win. We're giving away t-shirts to random subscribers. Don't miss out. Subscribe now and you could be our next winner.
Want to reach more customers? Advertise your business during our live sports streams. Connect with your local community and boost your brand. Email us today at reachmorecustomers@eDrivenScore.com. That's reachmorecustomers@eDrivenScore.com.
We're back. The Bills still talking things over in this timeout. 3 seconds left in the quarter. They couldn't let the quarter run out. They have the wind at their back. They may be looking to take advantage of that for one more play. Although most of their plays have been running plays. Passing has not worked out. It's been a interception and a sack, which they did get a face mask, so it did give them a first down, but not as they designed it. So last play of the quarter here. Chancey Laminan. It's going to be a free play for the Bills. As the Dukes were offsides, they're going to blow the play dead. There is a Deion McKinley was offsides on the play. He did at least get the sack to stop the play. So both lines been confirming that wasn't offsides against the Dukes. So that will not be the end of the quarter. We are going to have an untimed down. The official called it a neutral zone infraction. I think Deion was a little beyond the neutral zone, but same result. So an untimed down to end the first quarter, unless there's another penalty. So Bills get one more play, this time 5 yards closer. No fullback this time. Lorenzo White, the only one in the backfield with Chauncey Lohman. He is going to hand off to Lorenzo White Jr. and Devin Patton is going to bring him down. And that is going to be the end of the first quarter. If the Bills get a first down, we'll start 1st and 10 with the Dukes leading 6-0 end of the first quarter.
Want a free t-shirt? Hit like and subscribe to our channel right now for your chance to win. We're giving away t-shirts to random subscribers. Don't miss out. Subscribe now and you could be our next winner.
Want to reach more customers? Advertise your business during our live sports streams. Connect with your local community and boost your brand. Email us today at reachmorecustomers@eDrivenScore.com. That's reachmorecustomers@eDrivenScore.com.
Want a free t-shirt? Hit like and subscribe to our channel right now for your chance to win. We're giving away t-shirts to random subscribers. Don't miss out. Subscribe now and you could be our next winner.
So we're back for the second quarter. Dukes leading 6-0 on a 12-yard touchdown pass from Brady Kramer to Raekwon Prince. The Bills now driving, drive aided by a couple of Dukes penalties, has them with a 1st and 10 at the Dukes 31-yard line. We got 3 receivers out to the right in a bit of a diamond formation. With 1 receiver to Chauncey Loman's, now the running back is more of an H-back. Loman looking for the snap. There it is. Quick swing, and quickly met by Damon Dorsey. Sean Jackson with the catch, with Damon Dorsey there to quickly make the stop for the Dukes. I think they might have seen something like that on film. 2-yard loss for the Bills. Brings up a 2nd down. That is their first complete pass, but it goes for a loss of 2 yards. They're spreading out here. Loman relaying a message to his receivers, checking his wristband. And now he's ready for the snap. It's going to be another pass. He goes over the middle, and the pass is incomplete. It was over the receiver's head, but the defense was there a little early, drew plenty of flags. That was Bray Lowe was the intended receiver. He had a touchdown last week for the Bills. It's going to be another penalty on the Dukes, helping this Bills drive out. So that flag is, there's a flag all the way back at the 45-yard line that one of the officials needs to retrieve. Looks like that flag is going to push the Bills inside the 10-yard line down to the 9. So the official is still talking. Don't know if there's something else to discuss about the play or a different penalty. Officials are going to have a little conference behind the Bills' somewhat huddle. Dukes are waiting to hear the recap of this. Nobody's moved down. The officials seem to be spotting the ball at the 9, but the players are still back at the previous line of scrimmage, which was the 32-yard line. The officials talked this over. I don't know if there was if it was uncatchable, maybe, or like I said, if there was another flag, another penalty somewhere during the play. Let's see if we can find out here. So there was a hold on the play, so the 2 penalties will offset, and it'll be replayed down. It'll still be 2nd and 12 for the Bills at the Dukes 33-yard line. Although I've re-spotted the ball at the 35. It was at the 33. I think that's what the linesmen are talking about now. And yeah, they are going to be putting the ball back at its proper spot at the 33. So we got all that sorted out. Get back to play. It'll be 2nd and 12 for the Bills. Yeah, still look to be possibly in a passing formation. They do have Wright Jr. a little behind Lauman. He looks things over. Again with the raise the roof audible here. Yelling out instructions to his receivers. Lyman communicating. And there's the snap. Lyman is going deep. He's got a receiver who calls it in. It is a touchdown for the Bills. Tyshawn Jackson, 32 yards. So Tyshawn Jackson had a big game last week. He had 4 catches for 75 yards and a touchdown. And he hauls in a 32-yard touchdown here with 13:33 remaining in the second quarter to tie the score. Looks like the Bills will be going for the 1-point kick. They are sending their kicker out there, Arshad Khan. For again, what amounts to about a 33-yard kick. Khan missed their game last week, and they had a couple drives end inside the Cowboys' territory that could have resulted in field goals. Instead, the Bills had to go for a 4th down, so they did not convert. So it looks like it'll be Logan Monahan doing the holding. Can't quite tell who the snapper is. Monahan ready, gets the kick. It is blocked. The Dukes field it, and they're not going to be able to break that one back, and it'll be no good. So with 13, there is a flag. So before we go any further, there is a flag on the play. It looked like the Dukes might have been a little early, and the linesman that is his indication, offsides against the Dukes. So the Bills are going to get another crack at this. They can try to kick it again, or they could, I believe, try a shorter 2-point conversion as well. Looks like they're going to... They're going to try another kick. So the Dukes did jump the gun just a bit. Chop blocked that kick. It'll give the Bills another chance with 13:33 left in the second quarter. Bills, I don't know if they didn't have enough on the previous play, or some of the guys may have run over the sideline already after that last play. But now they got everyone out there. And Khan to attempt this time about a 28-yard kick. Monahan fields this high snap. It's blocked again. And the Dukes field it. And he's got some blockers. He's got a chance. Cuts back. Oh, he laterals it back. And the Dukes are going to get points out of this. Damon Dorsey finishes the deal. Brings it in for 2 points for the Dukes. I don't even know what to say about that. Haven't seen much like plays like that very often, but the Dukes block it for the second time. The second attempt, the first attempt was blocked, but they were offsides. The second one blocked again. They field it. We're going down the sidelines, running out of steam. Some good awareness by the teammates, including Damon Dorsey, to follow the play. Pitched it back to Dorsey, and he finished off the defensive conversion, 2 points for the Dukes. And so now the Bills will have their second try at the dynamic kickoff. They actually did a little better job. Arshad Khan did get it into the landing zone, and we had an actual return. Back deep for the Dukes is looks like Cameron Sleet and Mike Crawford. The Dukes still getting situated on their blocking alignment. They do actually have 3 guys off the line of scrimmage, a little different than we're used to seeing. Khan all by himself, launches it. A nice kick down to the 5-yard line. Looks like that's Crawford who takes it. He's down the sideline and will be out of bounds. So it's Crawford on the return, pushed out, looks like by Jacoby Chavis among those on there. The Dukes will take over. 13:25 left in the second quarter. A nice return out to the Dukes' 43-yard line. I believe that's their best field position, starting field position of the game. So the Dukes ahead 8-6 due to the defensive conversion, even though both teams have 1 touchdown. Here for their 3rd drive of the game. Break the snap. The Bills were a little deep for that. They now get to the appropriate line of scrimmage. Looks like all the usual suspects out there for the Dukes, including Brady Kramer and Mike Crawford. Kramer with snap, faces pressure, rolls out. He's just going to toss that one away. That'll bring us 2nd down. So the Bills were able to flush Kramer out of the pocket that play. Brings up 2nd down for the Dukes. Bills with the 1 deep safety here. Dukes with 2 receivers on either side. Kramer takes a step. Looks over the middle. Right, hits Covey on spikes and strides, slips through 2 tackles, and he is off for a 57-yard touchdown. That was a perfect strike. Brady Kramer right to Covey on spikes. In stride, he was able to slip through both defenders. And the Dukes extend their lead. They're now up 14-6. That drive took a little more than 30 seconds for them, the Dukes. That's the quick strike offense we're used to. They will be, despite the what happened on the Bills last play, the Dukes will be sticking with the kick, going for 1 here. Just under 13 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Dukes up 14-6. This would make it a 2-score game. A little early to start worrying about things like that, but it would. A high snap. They get it down. The kick is off the crossbar and over. It is good. And so the Dukes extend their lead to 15-6 with 12:59 remaining in the first half.
Want a free t-shirt? Hit like and subscribe to our channel right now for your chance to win. We're giving away t-shirts to random subscribers. Don't miss out. Subscribe now and you could be our next winner.
So the Dukes, a couple bounces going their way here, especially on the extra points. First, the blocked extra point that they returned for 2 points, and then on their own kick, it glances off the crossbar and over to give them a 15-6 lead. They'll have their second try at the dynamic kickoff. The first one did not get to the landing zone and gave the Bills the ball at the 40-yard line. The Bills have 2 men back. Number 8, Clinton Wade, and 17, Kaishan Jackson. So the Bills have all their blockers lined up at the 35. Dukes had a couple guys back at the 30. Kick is not going to make it to the landing zone. I guess we're still running the play. Okay, now they blow it dead. So the kick did not get into the 20-yard line, so it's basically a touchback. Acts as a touchback, and instead of going to the 20, it goes to the 40, and the play is dead when the ball hits the ground short of the 20-yard line. Again, this is the new NFL kickoff rule. They just started it last year. So again, the Bills will start at the 40-yard line. So the Bills huddle up on the sidelines for this possession. Second straight time they've started at their own 40.
Let's go, offense!
So it looks like it's Brinson Barnett is the running back for Lauman this time. He surveys his receivers, gives some instructions, takes a snap, and it's a handoff to Barnett. He is chopped down. Among those there, Howard Tidwell Jr., Devon Dorsey. Howard kind of took down the legs. Dorsey finished him off, 2-yard gain. The Bills going back to this quick no-huddle offense. Neither team can substitute. Part of the idea of this going fast like this. The Bills still in the 2x2 formation. Lauman floats a pass out. It is caught. Caught by Bray Lowe.
Let's go, Bills!
Davon Burnett made the stop, but not before the Bills get a first down in the Dukes territory. Down to the 49. So still 2x2 for the Bills. Can Lauman do a lot of communication with his receivers. Brinson Barnett still at running back. Lauman takes the snap. It's going to be a handoff to Barnett. He tries to cut back, but just cuts back into a lot of traffic. Looks like Dominic Raven was in there. Maybe might even been Austin Jump Blackshear. No gain, brings up second down. We lost a couple inches, but statistically we're not going to worry about that. The Bills do huddle up here on a 2nd and 10. With a man coming off the field even. Vaughn Williams comes off, receiver. And it looks like they're going back to two backs. With Barnett in front and Lorenzo White Jr. the deep back. It is White who gets the snap. He is dragging Howard Tidwell for a few yards. Where he finally is brought down. A nice gain though. Makes it 3rd and manageable. 3rd and probably about 3 at the 42. There is a player down, so the Bills were trying to go fast, but instead we're going to have an injury timeout. It's over. The Bills are at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 3. Just one running back, just White, as Barnett was the injured player on the play. Lyman keeps it himself. He's not going to get there. He's going to be about a yard short. Looks like Trajan Keaton brought him down 1 yard short.
Let's go out!
4th down for the Bills. They're going for it. They're getting back to line
Let's
scrimmage
go
fast.
out!
1 yard to go, but still in the shotgun with White. Lyman might keep it himself as he did last play too. He picked up 2 yards. They only need 1. He's yelling instructions to receivers. And sending White to the other side, to his left side. It is not going to be hand off. A short pass complete. 1st down.
All right, offense!
A short pass to Bray Lowe is good for only a few yards, but they only needed 1. They got 4. It'll be a 1st down at the Dukes 36. So Bills huddle up here, getting their battle plan ready for these next set of downs. Might be calling 2 plays because they've been running fast, especially when they get a good gain on 1st down. They head right back up to the line of scrimmage. Loman with White, and that's going to be a penalty, yes. The right tackle tried to get a little start. It's too early. That'll make it 1st and 15 for the Bills. A 5-yard loss. Move back to the 41. As we hit the 8-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, Duke still leading 15-6, but the Bills with a nice drive going. Started at their own 40. They were past the other 40, but this penalty moved back to the 41.
Let's go out!
Chauncey Loman has done a nice job managing this offense for the Bills. He's got 2 receivers on either side. He has time. Throws one up. It is incomplete. Knocked away. Looks like Kayvon Burnett knocked that away. Almost had a 2nd pick of the game. He was looking for Vaughn Williams. Kayvon Burnett making his presence known. He had an interception earlier. Now with the pass breakup, brings up 2nd down for the Bills from the Dukes 41. Halfway through this 2nd quarter. Loman has shown he can go deep. Hit the deep pass for their touchdown of over 32 yards. Right now they're 41 yards away. Loman looking, he's being chased, going backwards. He slips through one. He's still up. Devin Patton finally brings him down. Good job by Loman of keeping that play going, but actually almost got back to the line of scrimmage. He did lose a yard, so Patton will get a sack out of that. But could have been a lot worse than that. Brings up 3rd down for the Bills. 3rd and 16. They were down to the 36-yard line. Then they had the false start, now the sack. These last few drives, plays that moved them backwards. So now they face 3rd and long. Surely a passing situation, although there is, when the White Jr. is lined up beside Loman. He takes a snap. He steps up the middle. He's taking off. Deion McKinley tracking him down and shoves him out of bounds. Nice gain. He got close to the first down, 12-yard pickup. It's going to be a manageable fourth down, 4th and 3. There is a timeout on the field. There's a timeout by the Dukes as we head to a 4th down for the Bills. Timeout, Dukes. So we're back. The Bills facing a 4th and 3 from the Dukes 30-yard line. They just converted a 4th and 1. They picked up 4 yards on that play, the 4th and 1 play. So they might try running that again. We'll see as the official blow the whistle to break the huddle. That was a Dukes timeout. We have 5:53 remaining in the second quarter. Dukes leading 15-6. With the Bills driving at the 30-yard line, 4th and 3. So we got 2 running backs, and it looks like a new quarterback for the Bills. Looks like Antoine Burgess is back under center. This is first time we've seen him, I believe. He's got a running back on either side. And there's a flag before the snap. It is going to be some motion, some movement by the Bills. Going to move back 5 yards. So that'll make Burgess's first snap a little more difficult, as it is now 4th and 8, maybe even 9 based on the change right now. Sean Jackson in the huddle late here in the play. Again, they are sticking with Antoine Burgess at quarterback. His first appearance at under center, but they've been in shotgun the whole game. He's got just one run back this time with 2 receivers to either side. Sends a man in motion. Rolls out to the right. Fires a pass. It is incomplete. He was looking for Delvin Hines. Could not make the connection. Falls incomplete. And that'll be a turnover on downs back to the Dukes with 5:47 left before halftime. So the Dukes offense takes over. They have 5:47 to work with. Plenty of time. No need to rush. In fact, you might even want to take your time a little bit to see if you can take up as much of this time as possible. Might be missing somebody as there we go. Now there. They had, I think it was supposed to be 2x2, but they only had one receiver on the far side. Rashawn Hooper making an appearance at receiver. Sends the running back in motion. Fires a strike to Raekwon Prince. Looks like he'll get a first down. John Dozier among those to make the stop, but not before the Dukes pick up 11 yards and a quick first down. $11 in their first play. Last time they got 57 on their second play. They're 54 yards away from the end zone right now. Kramer hands it off. Crawford is not going to get out of the tackle. Clinton Wade with a stop in the backfield. Tackle for loss for him. Not unusual. He had 6 of them in the last game against the Cowboys. 12 tackles in all, 3 sacks, 6 tackles for loss was his stat line. This time it's a 2-yard loss for the Dukes. As we reach the 4:30 mark of the second quarter, Dukes with a 9-point lead.
Defense!
2 receivers on the other side. Kramer drops back. Ball fakes. He has the man open. That's Mike Clay. Slipped through one tackle. He is brought down inside the red zone. Brady Kramer finds Mike Clay with the big play. Down to the 13-yard line. 43 yards on that and a 1st and 10 for the Dukes. And they are getting to the line. There's no huddle for the Dukes. Plenty of time, just under 4 minutes remaining. Kramer. Play fake. Almost. He faked the handoff, looked for Brown, ball glanced off his fingertips and was almost into the hands of the Bills. Instead it fell incomplete. Dukes dodge a bullet. And it's just a second down. So the Dukes break the huddle. 3.5 minutes left.
Let's go, defense!
Dukes, they probably are in field goal range, but they don't want a field goal. They want to punch this in, extend this lead, put some pressure on the Bills before halftime. Kramer rolls to his left, short pass out to his running back Crawford, spins out of a tackle, but that's it. Not much further. Clinton Wade there again with another stop. So a short gain for the Dukes. If anything, maybe a yard, brings up 3rd and 9. Looks like they might milk the clock a little bit now. They're going to have to run a play before the 2-minute warning. There's 2:30 right now. But, the perfect scenario, they might even get the first down inside the 3 and they can run off a little more time. But first we got to run this play. Kramer rolls out right. Doesn't see him on. Now he fires back. The end zone is caught for a Dukes touchdown. Once again, it's Raekwon Prince, second one of the day. Again, 12 yards. Both touchdowns to 12-yard strikes. Kramer to Prince. This one comes with 2:09 remaining in the quarter, and it extends the Dukes lead to 21-6. So the Dukes are going to do they're going to do the 1-point try, the kick. They were stopped on downs their first drive, but the last 3 have all resulted in touchdowns. 2 of them to Raekwon Prince, both 12-yard strikes. And then the nice 57-yard pass to Kovion Spikes in stride. Drake Brown in for the extra point. Struggles with the kick. This one's going to be short. Can't quite get that luck they got last time, but the Dukes Despite the missed extra point, still lead 21-6 with 2:09 left in the half. So the Dukes, their third crack at the dynamic kickoff. They've yet to get it into the landing zone, which is the 20-yard line. They've got to get the kick in past at least to the 20-yard line. Otherwise, the Bills will start at their own 40-yard line. So we've not yet seen the two returners. This ball doesn't quite get there, and it was close. I think it was at 21, but that's going to give the Bills the ball at the 40 for the third straight possession. With 2:09 left, big possession for the Bills. They do get the ball to start the second half. They're down 21-6 right now, but if you get some points here and get some points that first possession of the second half, you're right back in the game. You might even be ahead, depending on how things work out. So they will start at the 40. They seem to have some solid drive starts. They've gotten down to about the Dukes 40, and then things kind of peter out from there. They did the one drive score on the 32-yard touchdown. That is the 6 points they have. But even that, the Dukes got 2 points off the conversion, the defensive conversion. So Chauncey Loman back at quarterback. He's back in after one play for Antoine Burgess. Loman is going to hand it off to White. He's not going to get much. He's going to be stopped by Trajan Keaton. And nope, that's actually going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So 2 minutes remaining, actually 1:59 to be precise. There was no gain for the Bills on that first down play, so it'll be second down for them. At their own 40-yard line. Looking to cut into this Dukes lead before halftime. Bills have they've done a lot of no-huddle offense, so it should be hard for them to move fast if they get some yards here. It's going to be another handoff to White. Run around the edge. He runs through, man. Finally brought down.
All right, Bill!
Damon Dorsey and LaShawn Hooper finally stopping me just short of the first down, but a tough run by Lorenzo White Jr. brings up a 3rd and 1. And the Dukes take their final timeout with 1:36 remaining in the half. So 1:36 remaining. The Dukes have taken their final timeout. The Bills still have 2 remaining. So again, 1:36 left. Plenty of time for them to continue this drive. Right now it's 3rd and 1 at their own 49. Chauncey Loman back in at quarterback. Lorenzo White, who had a tough run for 9 yards, is by his side. See if they go back and at least get this yard. It's going to be he just really floats a pass out. Good for the first down.
Let's go, offense!
So down to the Dukes 43. Does stop the clock. Well, they're hurrying. So there's a handoff to White. He tries to run through the tackle, cannot. And that's going to be the Bills' second timeout. They still have 1 remaining with 1:22 remaining in the half. So we're back, 1:22 remaining. It'll be 2nd and 8 for the Bills. After a short run by Lorenzo White Jr. He's done a good job on this drive. Again, the Bills haven't had trouble getting down these first couple first downs. It's these last 40 yards that have been trouble for them. They did score the 1 touchdown on the 32-yard pass. But on that, they've been turning it over on downs back to the Dukes. 1:22 left in the half. They will get the ball to start the second half too, so a chance to cut into this 21-6 Dukes lead. Loman still at quarterback. Looks like Burnett might be the running back. Loman goes over the middle. The ball is hauled in. It is going to be another first down for the Bills, down to the 22. Bills quickly to line, no surprise there. Lyman was under a minute remaining now. No panic though, they're taking their time, calmly relaying the plays to his receiver. They do have a timeout left at the 22-yard line. He takes a snap. He's looking to the sideline. Pass is hauled in. Bray Lowe cannot slip through the tackle. Stays in bounds. And the Bills are going to take their final timeout. So 30 seconds left in the half. The Bills down inside the 20-yard line. Timeout. Dukes, looks like they've broken the huddle from this timeout, the final timeout for the Bills. They did reset the clock to 33 seconds. So there are 33 seconds left to half, but the Bills, at least by my count, are out of timeouts. They were unable to get out of bounds on the 4-yard pickup on that last play. It'll be 2nd and 6. Not going to be they are going to have a running back there, but they can maybe run it once, but they'll have to get back to the line quick. Most likely be passing from here on out. Norman, still a lot of communication with the receivers, does it there. He takes a step, and he's going to be brought down. Deion McKinley with the sack brings down Lauman. The clock's still running. Back to the 29-yard line. The Bills do hustle back. It's 3rd down. Still calling up signals to his receivers. Clock running. Lauman is going to be brought down again. This time it's Dominic Raven with the sack. And that's going to be the half. The Dukes defense comes out big with 2 sacks to end the half. As they hold on to this lead, we reach halftime at Walnut Hills. Cincinnati Dukes on top of the Michigan Bills, 21-6.
Dominated by million-dollar contracts, flashy endorsements, and the glitz of professional sports, there exists a hidden realm where the game is played not for fame or fortune, but for pure passion. Welcome to the underground football scene. Here, there are no stadiums filled with thousands of cheering fans, no TV contracts, and no lucrative shoe deals. Just men, united by a love for the game. These are the Cincinnati Dukes, a semi-pro football team that embodies the spirit of resilience and brotherhood. Every practice, every tackle, every touchdown tells a story of sacrifice and dedication. In this arena, the stakes are not measured in dollars, but in heart and soul. It's about representing your community, forging lifelong friendships, and keeping the love of football alive against all odds. Join us as we explore the journey of the Cincinnati Dukes, a testament to the unwavering spirit of those who play for the love of the game.
Every love story is unique, and every date has a story. Celebrate your special day with custom hoodies and sweatshirts from almosttwins.com. Whether it's your wedding date or anniversary, wear it close to your heart and show the world your love. Matching never felt so meaningful. Our cozy hoodies and sweatshirts are perfect for couples who want to cherish their special moments together. Personalize yours today and make that date unforgettable. Visit almosttwins.com and create your love story in style. Almosttwins.com is where every date becomes a statement.
In a world dominated by million-dollar contracts, flashy endorsements, and the glitz of professional sports, there exists a hidden realm where the game is played not for fame or fortune, but for pure passion. Welcome to the underground football scene. Here, there are no stadiums filled with thousands of cheering fans, no TV contracts, and no lucrative shoe deals. Just men, united by a love for the game. These are the Cincinnati Dukes, a semi-pro football team that embodies the spirit of resilience and brotherhood. Every practice, every tackle, every touchdown tells a story of sacrifice and dedication. In this arena, the stakes are not measured in dollars, but in heart and soul. It's about representing your community, forging lifelong friendships, and keeping the love of football alive against all odds. Join us as we explore the journey of the Cincinnati Dukes, a testament to the unwavering spirit of those who play for the love of the game.
Want to reach more customers? Advertise your business during our live sports streams. Connect with your local community and boost your brand. Email us today at reachmorecustomers@eDrivenScore.com. That's reachmorecustomers@eDrivenScore.com.
Want a free t-shirt? Hit like and subscribe to our channel right now for your chance to win. We're giving away t-shirts to random subscribers. Don't miss out. Subscribe now and you could be our next winner.
In a world dominated by million-dollar contracts, flashy endorsements, and the glitz of professional sports, there exists a hidden realm where the game is played not for fame or fortune, but for pure passion. Welcome to the underground football scene. Here, there are no stadiums filled with thousands of cheering fans, no TV contracts, and no lucrative shoe deals. Just men, united by a love for the game. These are the Cincinnati Dukes, a semi-pro football team that embodies the spirit of resilience and brotherhood. Every practice, every tackle, every touchdown tells a story of sacrifice and dedication. In this arena, the stakes are not measured in dollars, but in heart and soul. It's about representing your community, forging lifelong friendships, and keeping the love of football alive against all odds. Join us as we explore the journey of the Cincinnati Dukes, a testament to the unwavering spirit of those who play for the love of the game.
Every love story is unique, and every date has a story. Celebrate your special day with custom hoodies and sweatshirts from almosttwins.com. Whether it's your wedding date or anniversary, wear it close to your heart and show the world your love. Matching never felt so meaningful. Our cozy hoodies and sweatshirts are perfect for couples who want to cherish their special moments together. Personalize yours today and make that date unforgettable. Visit almosttwins.com and create your love story in style. Almosttwins.com is where every date becomes a statement.
Want to reach more customers? Advertise your business during our live sports streams. Connect with your local community and boost your brand. Email us today at reachmorecustomers@eDrivenScore.com. That's reachmorecustomers@eDrivenScore.com.
Want a free t-shirt? Hit like and subscribe to our channel right now for your chance to win. We're giving away t-shirts to random subscribers. Don't miss out. Subscribe now and you could be our next winner.
In a world dominated by million-dollar contracts, flashy endorsements, and the glitz of professional sports, there exists a hidden realm where the game is played not for fame or fortune, but for pure passion. Welcome to the underground football scene. Here, there are no stadiums filled with thousands of cheering fans, no TV contracts, and no lucrative shoe deals. Just men, united by a love for the game. These are the Cincinnati Dukes, a semi-pro football team that embodies the spirit of resilience and brotherhood. Every practice, every tackle, every touchdown tells a story of sacrifice and dedication. In this arena, the stakes are not measured in dollars, but in heart and soul. It's about representing your community, forging lifelong friendships, and keeping the love of football alive against all odds. Join us as we explore the journey of the Cincinnati Dukes, a testament to the unwavering spirit of those who play for the love of the game.
Every love story is unique, and every date has a story. Celebrate your special day with custom hoodies and sweatshirts from almosttwins.com. Whether it's your wedding date or anniversary, wear it close to your heart and show the world your love. Matching never felt so meaningful. Our cozy hoodies and sweatshirts are perfect for couples who want to cherish their special moments together. Personalize yours today and make that date unforgettable. Visit almosttwins.com and create your love story in style. Almosttwins.com is where every date becomes a statement.
Want to reach more customers? Advertise your business during our live sports streams. Connect with your local community and boost your brand. Email us today at reachmorecustomers@eDrivenScore.com. That's reach more customers at eDrivenScore.com.
Want a free t-shirt? Hit like and subscribe to our channel right now for your chance to win. We're giving away t-shirts to random subscribers. Don't miss out. Subscribe now and you could be our next winner.
Want to reach more customers? Advertise your business during our live sports streams. Connect with your local community and boost your brand. Email us today at reachmorecustomers at eDrivenScore.com. That's reachmorecustomers at eDrivenScore.com.
In a world dominated by million-dollar contracts, flashy endorsements, and the glitz of professional sports, there exists a hidden realm where the game is played not for fame or fortune, but for pure passion. Welcome to the underground football scene. Here, there are no stadiums filled with thousands of cheering fans, no TV contracts, and no lucrative shoe deals. Just men, united by a love for the game. These are the Cincinnati Dukes, a semi-pro football team that embodies the spirit of resilience and brotherhood. Every practice, every tackle, every touchdown tells a story of sacrifice and dedication. In this arena, the stakes are not measured in dollars, but in heart and soul. It's about representing your community, forging lifelong friendships, and keeping the love of football alive against all odds. Join us as we explore the journey of the Cincinnati Dukes, a testament to the unwavering spirit of those who play for the love of the game. In a world dominated by million-dollar contracts, flashy endorsements, and the glitz of professional sports, there exists a hidden realm where the game is played not for fame or fortune, but for pure passion. Welcome to the underground football scene. Here, there are no stadiums filled with thousands of cheering fans, no TV contracts, and no lucrative shoe deals. Just men, united by a love for the game. These are the Cincinnati Dukes, a semi-pro football team that embodies the spirit of resilience and brotherhood. Every practice, every tackle, every touchdown tells a story of sacrifice and dedication. In this arena, the stakes are not measured in dollars, but in heart and soul. It's about representing your community, forging lifelong friendships, and keeping the love of football alive against all odds. Join us as we explore the journey of the Cincinnati Dukes, a testament to the unwavering spirit of those who play for the love of the game.
Want a free t-shirt? Hit like and subscribe to our channel right now for your chance to win. We're giving away t-shirts to random subscribers. Don't miss out. Subscribe now and you could be our next winner.
Every love story is unique, and every date has a story. Celebrate your special day with custom hoodies and sweatshirts from almosttwins.com. Whether it's your wedding date or anniversary, wear it close to your heart and show the world your love. Matching never felt so meaningful. Our cozy hoodies and sweatshirts are perfect for couples who want to cherish their special moments together. Personalize yours today and make that date unforgettable. Visit almosttwins.com and create your love story in style. Almosttwins.com is where every date becomes a statement.
Want to reach more customers? Advertise your business during our live sports streams. Connect with your local community and boost your brand. Email us today at reachmorecustomers at eDrivenScore.com. That's reachmorecustomers at eDrivenScore.com.
In a world dominated by million-dollar contracts, flashy endorsements, and the glitz of professional sports, there exists a hidden realm where the game is played not for fame or fortune, but for pure passion. Welcome to the underground football scene. Here, there are no stadiums filled with thousands of cheering fans, no TV contracts, and no lucrative shoe deals. Just men, united by a love for the game. These are the Cincinnati Dukes, a semi-pro football team that embodies the spirit of resilience and brotherhood. Every practice, every tackle, every touchdown tells a story of sacrifice and dedication. In this arena, the stakes are not measured in dollars, but in heart and soul. It's about representing your community, forging lifelong friendships, and keeping the love of football alive against all odds. Join us as we explore the journey of the Cincinnati Dukes, a testament to the unwavering spirit of those who play for the love of the game.
Want a free t-shirt? Hit like and subscribe to our channel right now for your chance to win. We're giving away t-shirts to random subscribers. Don't miss out. Subscribe now and you could be our next winner.
In a world dominated by million-dollar contracts, flashy endorsements, and the glitz of professional sports, there exists a hidden realm where the game is played not for fame or fortune, but for pure passion. Welcome to the underground football scene. Here, there are no stadiums filled with thousands of cheering fans, no TV contracts, and no lucrative shoe deals. Just men, united by a love for the game. These are the Cincinnati Dukes, a semi-pro football team that embodies the spirit of resilience and brotherhood. Every practice, every tackle, every touchdown tells a story of sacrifice and dedication. In this arena, the stakes are not measured in dollars, but in heart and soul. It's about representing your community, forging lifelong friendships, and keeping the love of football alive against all odds. Join us as we explore the journey of the Cincinnati Dukes, a testament to the unwavering spirit of those who play for the love of the game.
So we're back for the second half here at Walnut Hills. An impressive first half for the Dukes after turning over on downs their first drive. 3 straight touchdown passes by Grady Kramer, 2 to Raekwon Prince, 1 to Kovion Spikes. Used to hearing the big names, the Mike Clays and Idaho Browns, Justin Cornwall. They gave way this today so far to some of the young blood, Raekwon Prince. Kovion Spikes, I don't know if he's young blood. He's been on the team for a while, but not one of those names that first come up for the Dukes, but he had a big 57-yard touchdown pass. The Dukes will be kicking off to start the second half. They've had 3 cracks at this, haven't quite made it into the landing zone inside the 20-yard line. Drake Brown did get close. I think it was a yard short last time. Bills do have 2 receivers deep. Looks like it's again Clinton Wade and Kyshawn Jackson. I would scoot up a little bit if I were them. I don't know if by rule they maybe need to be back there. They are back by the white hat. Both teams lined up 5 yards apart from each other, aside from Brown, the kicker, and the 2 return men for the Bills. Dukes up 21-6. Also added 2 points on the defensive conversion after blocking the extra point following the Bills' lone touchdown and 32-yard touchdown pass from Chauncey Lohman to Kyshawn Jackson. Everyone get settled here. I think we're just about ready for the second half. Just waiting for the officials, maybe the chain gang. Sometimes those are, I see at least 2 members of the chain gang. There we go, now we're ready. There's our ready for play whistle. Drake Brown with his approach, and the kick is not going to make it. So, a 4th straight possession for the Bills will start at the 40-yard line. So the Bills, they've gotten some decent starts to their drives. They've gotten into Duke's territory just about every time. So this is finishing the drives. Might have been an issue, including the last one at the end of the half. They got inside the red zone, and then the Dukes defense came out with 2 sacks. Deion McKinley and Dominic Raven came up with sacks to end the half to squelch that Bills drive and keep the Dukes lead at 21-6. So Bills getting themselves lined up here. So it is still going to be Lohman at quarterback. First and 10 from their own 40-yard line, a familiar spot for them. Lohman's going to hand it off. And there's a nice little run, about 9 yards. Again, a good start to a drive. It was Brinson Barnett with the run. Bills quickly up to the line. 2nd and 1. Lohman takes a snap, hands it to Barnett. He gets the first down. He is into Duke's territory about the 46.
All right,
So again, the Bills are going to go fast. They did this the first drive of the game, had 2 good runs, and then the third run was a tackle for loss. See if they mix things up a little bit this time. They do have 2 receivers to either side of Lohman. Burnett as the running back. Lohman takes the snap and hands it off. And Howard Tidwell with the stop after the short gain by Barnett. Bills, they're going to keep it going here. Probably a 5-yard gain because 2nd and 5. At the 42, excuse me. So all the same personnel with the no-huddle offense. Everyone's no chance for either side to substitute. Lohman takes the snap. He is going to pass this time over the middle. It is caught. There is Kyshawn Jackson rolling it in. Tink English finally breaks it down. Bill's still going fast. They got down to the 20-yard line with that play. So 1st and 10 for the Bills at the 20-yard line. Finally broke through. They kind of been stuck at that the Duke's 40-yard line. Break through this drive. And it is Lorenzo White Jr. who is still running and pushed his way ahead for 5 yards. Got some good blocking too. Howard Tidwell helped bring him down after a 5-yard gain. Again, the Bills going fast. Quickly up to the line, and now they take their time to get to the right play. They have 2 receivers stacked down to the right of Lohman. He is going to take the snap and hand it off to White. Dances through the backfield, and Damon Dorsey brings him down after a yard. It's going to be 3rd down for the Bills. Might be 2-down territory, although they do have a kicker today. They are, again, getting back to the line fast.
Let's go!
The Dukes are going to take timeout. They needed to make some substitutions, and they're going to have to burn a timeout.
Want a free t-shirt? Hit like and subscribe to our channel right now for your chance to win. We're giving away t-shirts to random subscribers. Don't miss out. Subscribe now and you could be our next winner.
So we're back at 3rd and 4 for the Bills here. Opening drive of the second half. 11:30 on the clock in the third quarter. Dukes leading 21-6. Bills have taken down near 5 plays, including a 22-yard pass to Keyshawn Jackson with the big play. Facing 3rd and 4 now. They line up with 2 men in the backfield. Dukes hopefully have the right personnel out there. They need to make some substitutions. That was the reason for that timeout. Chauncey Lohman, again, doing a lot of communication with his receivers, line, running backs. Now he's got one on either side, White and Barnett. It's going to be a pass. Lohman pump fakes. It is hauled in. Nice catch by Bray Lowe.
Let's go, offense!
Kevin Barnett brought him down, but not before the Bills get a first down to the 5-yard line. So the Bills get to the line. They have 2 running backs to either side of Lohman. White to the right, Barnett to the left. He's taking his time. Lohman finally gets the snap. There it is. Hand off to Barnett, and he is stuffed at the line. Nice job by Austin Blackshear, keeping Barnett to no gain. Bills, the Dukes run a substitution onto the field, even though the Bills did not huddle, but
Let's
took
go,
the minutes to get that
offense!
done. Bills still 5 yards from the end zone, trying to cut into this 21-6 lead. Nice drive to start the second half. Lohman takes the snap. It's going to be passed. Floats it out to his running back. Barnett is in for the touchdown. 5 yards from Chauncey Lohman to Brinson Barnett, and the Bills have cut into the Dukes lead. Nice job, just floated it over the defense and almost knocked it down, but couldn't quite bat it down. And once Barnett had it, he was able to push his way in the end zone just under 5 minutes into the third quarter. 10:03 left in the quarter. The Bills will be going for 2 here. So this is a chance to make it 21-14, and of course the last time the Bills tried to attempt, it resulted in 2 points for the Dukes as they blocked a kick and brought it back for a defensive conversion. Antoine Burgess at quarterback for the conversion. So we have some packages set for him. He has both running backs by his side. And Burgess, his pass is batted in the air, falls incomplete. The try is no good. And the score remains Dukes 21, Bills 12. There is a flag after the play in the end zone. So that's going to be, the play is going to stand, so the try will be no good. And this penalty, whatever it is, will be assessed on the kickoff. So the score will remain Dukes 21, Bills 12, with 10:03 left in the third quarter.
reach more customers? Advertise your business during our live sports streams. Connect with your local community and boost your brand. Email us today at reachmorecustomers@eDrivenScore.com.
So we had offsetting personal fouls after the play. It was, as I said, it was after the play, so they'll negate each other, and we'll just go back to, again, the dynamic kickoff. Arshad Khan will be kicking off. He has been able to get it inside the landing zone, so we have seen the Dukes with some returns with this new play. Let's see what he does here. Approaches the ball. Another nice kick. He's done a nice job getting the ball inside the 5-yard line this time to about the 3. It's Mike Crawford again, who is going to be brought down. Looks like RJ Hebron on the tackle. Duke's bringing out to about the 32-yard line. That's where they have it with 9:46 left in the third quarter. So the Dukes with their first drive of the second half.
Let's go,
The first of many games against a PFA opponent. They played the Michigan Bills in 2 weeks. They played the PFA champions from a year ago. They traveled to face the Motor. Duke's first possession, Brady Kramer sends Idaho Brown in motion. There's a flag before the snap.
All right.
So that was a false start against the Dukes. We'll move them back to the 27-yard line. It'll be 1st and 15 for their first play of the second half. Brady Kramer sends everyone out to their respective positions. We got Mike Crawford behind him. Kovion Spikes goes in motion behind him. It is going to be a pass to Spikes along the sidelines. He's chased out of bounds. Short gain. That was Travion Clayton who chased Spikes out after the maybe 2-yard gain. 2nd and 13 for the Dukes. But they do start with a complete pass. Leading 21-12. Scored on the last 3 drives. That's Grady Kramer was not ready for that snap. He just falls on it. And Dante Ollie goes back there to touch him down after a loss back to the 14-yard line, a 15-yard loss. It'll be 3rd and 28 for the Dukes.
Let's go, defense!
Or actually, it's actually 26. He didn't go back quite that far, but it's at the 16, not the 14, but still 3rd and quite long for the Dukes. Maybe a break for the Bills. Now we have cut in this lead once this half. Could get a stop here and a chance to cut into it further. Long 3rd down for the Dukes. Kramer takes a snap. He's going to let a pass go. It is incomplete to Idaho Brown. And that's going to bring a 4th down for the Dukes. I think we might be seeing our first punt of the game. Both teams have had some pretty good drives going even when they don't score. Heading towards 8 minutes left in this third quarter. So the Bills have 2 men back to receive the kick. One of them is Davion Haynes, who's been doing a nice job guarding Mike Clay much of the day. Looks like Clinton Wade might be the other. Kicking for the Dukes. Let's see. Looks like it's going to be Damon Dorsey will be punting for the Dukes. And the ball goes over Dorsey's head and through the end zone. That'll be a safety for the Bills. And that'll cut into the lead. It's now 21-14. So we're back. The Bills sideline certainly has a little more energy here after not only the touchdown and now the safety. The Dukes defense, they got the defensive conversion for 2 points. Now the Bills get those 2 points back with the safety on the punt snap through the end zone. And with 7.5 minutes, exactly halfway through the third quarter, it is now Dukes 21, Bills 14. A couple bad snaps for the Dukes. First on the second down play when Kramer wasn't ready, resulted in a big loss, and then the snap over the punter's head. Again, we're after safety. The free kick is a dynamic kickoff. So we'll see if the Dukes can finally get it into the landing zone. They do not. So another Bills drive starts at the 40-yard line. But this time, the Dukes, as I mentioned, have a little more energy heading into things. Once down 21-6, it's now 21-14, and the Bills have the ball. A chance to tie or take the lead with this drive. The Bills put together a nice drive. Mostly rushing, but they had just enough passing, the 22-yard pass to Jackson, and then the 5-yard touchdown pass to Barnett to finish things off. In fact, both their touchdowns are touchdown passes from Chauncey Loman. All the scoring has been passing. Grady Kramer with 3 touchdown passes for the Dukes. 7:30 remaining.
Let's go,
Bills head out there. This time it's Barnett with Pierce Brown as the fullback. That's how they started the game. There, and I think Deion McKinley got off to a fast start. The officials are going to talk about this. Let's see if there maybe somebody moved on the Bills to cause them to jump. Here is the call. So that is a penalty against the Dukes. Move the ball up 5 yards.
Let's go! Oh!
Bills will have it 1st and 5 from the 45 now. Dukes feel like there's something amiss there, but that is not how the officials saw it, and it'll be 5 yards for the Bills. As they get a few more yards to start this drive. Looks like they're sticking with the same formation. Last drive they started running and with the no-huddle offense to keep the Dukes off balance. This time it's going to be pass to start. Over the middle, has his man. It is caught.
Let's go, offense!
That is Jackson. Kyshawn Jackson with the catch. Kenneth English, Think English with the stop. Into Dukes territory, 1st down. Bills are on the move early again. Roman, this time with the handoff to Barnett. He's not gonna, he tried to spin out of something but could not. Lamont Dixon was quickly in there for the stop. Looks like he might have lost. Nope, they're gonna put him right back into line of scrimmage. 2nd down, and the Bills are going to huddle up. The Bills, after they have a good 1st down play, they get right back to line after they're stopped. They like to talk it over.
Let's go! Oh!
2nd down at the Dukes 40. And in motion. Sets up 2 to the left now. Lohman is going to be passing again. Runs up the middle. He slides. And there's going to be a flag after the play.
Let's go! Oh!
He slid, and Howard Tidwell still delivered the blow. Lohman is a little gimpy as he gets up. I don't know. He already got the flag, so he didn't need to sell anything. He looks like he's going to be coming out of the game. And I imagine we're going to see Antoine Burgess, the other quarterback, come into the game. As the penalty moves the Bills down to the 20-yard line. It'll be a 20-yard play in all, and gives them a 1st down.
Let's go, boys!
So it is Burgess into the game for Lohman, following the penalty. It is Burgess who takes a snap, hands off to White. He pushes his way forward a bit. He is brought down. Might have been Devin Patton maybe who made the stop. Probably a 2-yard gain. We get 2nd and 8 inside the red zone now. About 5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. The Bills driving down 21-14, looking to possibly tie or take the lead. Lohman back at quarterback. Looks like everything's all right there. I think I just wanted to check him out. He is going to take the snap, pass, being chased backwards, and swung down. Keaton Trajan Keaton again swings down the quarterback. There's a flag late. Keaton grabbed his arm, Lohman's arm, and just swung him down for a sack. There is a late flag. Officials are going to talk about what this is.
Let's go, Bill!
Lohman's had a rough couple plays here. The Bills all seem to be pointing at the Dukes. Ball's being marked at the 30 right now before any penalties are assessed.
Let's go, Bill!
Loman, the coaches, I think, are walking Loman off. I don't know if we're going to see much more tonight. They're at least going to check him out a little more. So the official's still talking about this. The Bills already blocked the huddle, and the official's still talking, telling them to back up. 4:33 left in the third quarter. Dukes leading 21-14. Bills driving. I think looked like the one flag came from one of the back judges, so I don't know if there's anything on the play, or let's see. So there were two fouls of the play. During the play, they called grounding, intentional grounding against the Bills, which will move the ball back. And then there's a personal foul after the play against the Dukes. That'll result in an automatic first down. So you see the official, she's walking back 10 yards for the intentional grounding. Now she'll walk 15 yards forward, give the Bills a first down at the Dukes 25. Ultimately, they lost 5 yards in the play, but they did get a first down.
Let's go, out!
There's some discussion about the administration of this penalty. It is a little unusual, but one was during the play, and then there was a penalty after the play. The Dukes are... looks like the Dukes are trying to make a case for it. There's Slash talking to the official again, 4:33 left. This is a tough game way for the Dukes to start the season. The Bills, I know they were picked 5th in the PFA, but it is a difficult league. There's no shame in that. There are 5 very, very good teams there. As the Dukes will find out, they play 4 of them pretty much early on in the season. Go to the Motor City Rams in 2 weeks. Later on, they'll have the Detroit Ravens here, and they'll also in June go to the Indy Bison. Looks like one of the officials is going to talk about this a bit.
Hello. Yeah. They now by 7. It's 21-14. We got the ball.
Officially, the players, of course, trying to give their version of events. The officials not really interested in that. Both these teams won, coming off national championships. The Bills won the Tangerine Bowl in June. The Dukes won the 2A championship against the New York Bandits. So I think we're gonna get more explanation here. So the coach is getting an explanation at least. The ball looks like it's moving back to the 31. It's still going to be 1st and 10 for the Bills. Coach does seem to be listening. Not much pushback yet. Yep. So I think everything's good. I think looks like it'll be 1st and 10 for the Bills at the Dukes 31-yard line with 4:33 left in the third quarter. So everyone goes to their respective positions.
Let's go, Bill!
Dukes coach Daryl Moore still making some gestures. He did gain 6 yards out of that exchange earlier. So I think he's happy with things, or at least satisfied enough. And so now we are going to be
Let's go! Oh!
getting back to play. 1st and 10 at the 31 for the Bills. And it's Burgess now quarterback for them. He is going to keep it himself. Slip through the defensive line. Cuts back, spins, still up, and he's on his way. He's going to make it all the way for a touchdown. 31 yards. Antoine Burgess. One play takes over, and he's in for the touchdown. So our first touchdown run of the game after 2 touchdown passes. There's a late flag well after the play. The score is going to count. It is 21-20 now. So there's
They just scored.
the flag, some discussion on this. The touchdown is undoubtedly going to count. It's going to be 21-20 now with 4:12 left in the second quarter.
I hope so. They in their little huddle right now.
So it looks like the Dukes or the Bills may be going for 2.
4 minutes as well. Seconds left on the clock.
So it looks like there was an ejection on the Bills for an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. So the head coach went out to talk to the head ref to straighten things out a bit. The Bills sound like actually they might be going for 1 just to tie this game. 4:12 left in the third quarter. The official standing at the 15, that would seem to be indicating they're going to kick. Bills have come out of this half with 2 touchdowns, and they even scored when the Dukes had the ball on a safety. And they were down 21-6 at halftime. It's now 21-20 with a chance to tie the score if they do kick it. They're sending out the quarterback. So let's see what we got going on here. Now they're walking the ball back to the 30.
Oh yeah, because of the joke. It's somebody on the joke. Yeah, there was all those flags.
So I think they might be taking the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on the try, which would move it back to the 30.
I haven't seen physical fights, so we must have
And then, which would make it quite a long kick. The Dukes are, in fact, for long enough, the Dukes are going to send some guys back to try and return it as they did the first time. So they're going to try a 47-yard extra point. Arshad Khan. Is Clinton Wade hold? It is blocked. That's a fly ball. The Bills fall on it. And the kick is no good. And the Dukes remain in the lead. 21-20 with 4:12 left in the third quarter.
Want a free t-shirt? Hit like and subscribe to our channel right now for your chance to win. We're giving away t-shirts to random subscribers. Don't miss out. Subscribe now, and you could be our next winner.
So we're back for another dynamic kickoff by Arshad Khan for the Bills, who have cut in this lead 14 straight points, make it 21-20. Their try was no good, and they had a chance to tie it up. The Dukes will have Dylan Lewis, or excuse me, I'm not sure if that's Dylan Lewis or Cameron Sleep. Mike Crawford's the other one. They have two number 4s on the roster. 4:12 left in the third quarter. Khan's kick is another good one. He actually got it to the end zone, but it is going to be returned by, we'll call it Sleep. He is brought down.
Let's go, defense!
4:03 left. That's how much time the Dukes will have. Looking to get something going in the second half. Their offense was cooking in the first half. 3 straight touchdowns. But that first drive of the second half actually resulted in points for the Bills when they got a safety trying to punt. Dukes will start at their own 26 this time. The Bills obviously talked about the right things at halftime as they've come out hot. Dukes need to respond. Brady Kramer takes a low snap. He's going to step up, go deep. Got a man open. Oh, we just cannot make the connection. Mike Clay was there, but just out of his reach. Might not be the last time we see that. Second down. Almost the big play the Dukes needed to right the ship here. Under 4 minutes remaining in the third quarter. It'll be a second down for the Dukes.
Let's go, defense!
And looks like they're sending 2 receivers to the side. Some final instructions from Sean Hooper. Kramer fires out to the right. That's Prince. He gets out of bounds. He's nice gain for the Dukes. Makes it more manageable third down. We get out to the 32-yard line. It will be third down for the Dukes. Big play here. They tried to punt last time and it did not work out so well. They'd like not to have to try it again so soon.
Let's go, defense!
Mike Crawford is in the backfield with Brady Kramer. Hopefully if he's gotten a handoff this half. Kramer takes the snap. Pass is tipped. Brown does bring it in. Reaches out. He is going to get the first down. Again, a tip pass that Idaho Brown hauls in. Stopped by Davion Haynes. The Dukes out to the 37-yard line. A 5-yard gain on 3rd and 4. Just enough. Under 3 minutes remaining in the quarter. The Bills' defense back quite a bit. They can scoot up here.
Let's go, defense!
So let's see if Mike Crawford he gets the handoff yet, or we stick with Brady Kramer in the air. It is going to be Kramer again. Quick pass out to Prince. Cuts it back upfield. Slipping through the defense. He's off on his way. He's going to slip out of bounds. And there's going to be a flag for a late hit well after Reed stepping out of bounds. That's going to add even more to a nice play by Raekwon Prince.
That was kind of more of a flop. Yeah.
I don't know Prince might have sold that at the end. There was some contact. It's probably going to move the Dukes. He got to the 42, so they're going to get to the Bills' 27-yard line after the 15-yard penalty gets tacked on. The Dukes seem to have stemmed the Bills' momentum a bit here with these last couple plays. Looks like they're actually going to mark it at the...
Let's go, defense!
So there's discussion of... So there's discussion about who it was on the Bills. Doesn't really matter. It happened. And the Dukes are going to get down to the 27-yard line. That play is going to move them all the way from the 37 to the 27, from their own 37 to the
Watch the
Bills'
ball!
27, as we approach 2 minutes left in the third quarter. And all Dukes through the air here in this drive. Kramer's going to go up top again. He's actually going to fake the pass and slide down. Clinton Wade got in his way, causing him to slide down. He's being chased by Dante Ollie. He managed to get down to the 21-yard line for a 6-yard gain. Second down. So the Dukes, that's for their first run of the drive, and it's keep things on schedule here. Gives them plenty of options for a 2nd and 4 at the 21. Looking to reclaim some of this lead. It was once 15 points, now down to a single point. And Crawford and Kramer have some things to say to each other before the play. Here's the snap. Kramer, quick pass. That's not going anywhere. It looked like he was looking for Prince, but I don't think he was open, but he had to get rid of it. Brings up a 3rd and 4 for the Dukes. Under a minute remaining in the quarter. Looking to keep this drive going. Probably another pass here. It's been all passing.
Watch the ball!
Spikes and Prince out to the right. Looks like Clay and Brown to the left. This is a handoff to Crawford up the middle. He's got the first down. Mike Anderson helped get him down. But it is a first down inside the 15 down to the 13-yard line for the Dukes. Mike Anderson helped me get the roster straight for the Bills before the game, so I want to thank him for that. There's 10 seconds left in the quarter, and the Dukes are just going to let that run off. So we're going to reach the end of the third quarter. The Dukes driving up 21-20 over the Michigan Bills.
Want a free t-shirt? Hit like and subscribe to our channel right now for your chance to win. We're giving away t-shirts to random subscribers. Don't miss out. Subscribe now and you could be our next winner.
Reach more customers at eDrivenScore.com. Want to reach more customers? Advertise your business during our live sports streams. Connect with your local community and boost your brand. Email us today at reachmorecustomers@eDrivenScore.com. That's reachmorecustomers@eDrivenScore.com.
So we're back to the fourth quarter. It is a fourth quarter game. It didn't look like it at halftime when the Dukes were up 21-6, but the Bills with 14 points in that third quarter have made things quite interesting. Bills coming up off a tough 20-14 loss last week at the Illinois Cowboys. Another strong showing on the road this week. They finally get a home game next week but it's not an easy one. They play the Racine Raiders. But we still got one more quarter to go here. Dukes on the move at the 13. Markel Hurd in the backfield. Grady Kramer sends Raekwon Prince in motion. Takes a snap. Back, looking back, going back, still looking for men. Pointing, fires in the end zone. Caught for a touchdown. Kovion Spikes, his second of the game. So Grady Kramer kept things alive. Kovion Spikes in the back of the end zone got open, and 9 seconds into the fourth quarter, the Dukes add to their lead, now up 27-20. Dukes' last 5 drives have all resulted in points. One of them was a safety for the Bills. The other 4 now touchdowns for the Dukes. 2 to Raekwon Prince, 2 now to Kovion Spikes. All 4 passes thrown by Grady Kramer. He had 9 touchdowns last year. He's almost halfway there already. So the Dukes going for 2. Looking to make it a 2-score game once again. Looks like Crawford's back there running back. Takes a step to his right. Brown, Kramer wasn't ready for that. He does get it this time. He shot puts it to Brown. I couldn't tell if they said it was good or not. Did you see a signal? Not sure if ball came out at the end. I'm not sure if it was good or not. He caught it, and then someone came in low at the end, and as he fell, the ball came out. I didn't get a signal. Let's see if the officials was good. The try was good is the signal. So the Dukes do add 2 points to their lead. And their lead is now 29-20. The Dukes will add 29-20 on the Bills. Still 14:51 remaining. Plenty of time considering the Bills just scored 14 points in the last quarter, and they're only down by 9 right now. I would expect them to be starting another drive at the 40 here. The Dukes have yet to get the dynamic kickoff into the landing zone. So the Dukes are missing a kicker, and all their men are at the wrong spot. So, everyone went the wrong way just because they hadn't flipped for the quarter. So now everyone's got to run to the other side of the field. Dukes, Drake Brown for the Dukes. He is set up at the 35. Longest run is for the Bills return men, Clinton Wade and Trayvon Clayton. So the Dukes getting themselves settled here. Pretty good game to start the season for the Dukes here. Coming down to the fourth quarter. Nice response after seeing the Bills cut into that lead. Dukes lead back up to 9. See if Drake Brown can make it into the landing zone, inside the 20-yard line. Antoine Burgess is warming up on the Bills sideline. I expect him to go back in at quarterback. He ran in a 31-yard touchdown in the last drive. The kick it's going to be returned. How about that? To the 13. And Clinton Wade is picking up ahead of steam before he's run out of bounds. So actually get past the 40. The last few times they've been at the 40, it looks like they actually got a little past the 40 this time for the Bills. They will take over 1st and 10 at the 43, maybe? See where he actually sits the ball down. Looks like he's going to the 43. Don Stearns, our white hat. And that is where the ball is, 1st and 10 for the Bills at their own 43 after starting the last several possessions at the 40. A 3-yard bonus this time. And this time it is Antoine Burgess. Ran in a 31-yard touchdown to help cut the lead to 1 on the last play. Let's see if he has a little more magic in him. He has Brinson Barnett as his running back. And the Bills have not been afraid to hand it off to him. He's done a good job on the ground. We do have 2 receivers to either side. Burgess called out the signal, sends a man in motion. He rolled out to the right. He spun around, back to the left, spun around again. DeAndre Jackson throws him down for a sack. Burgess hard to get down, but the Dukes do finally get him down. Back at the 33-yard line. Loss of 10 on that play. And the Bills are going to have to huddle up. Usually that first play's been a good one, and they've been getting right by the huddle, right back to the line. Without a huddle, not so much after the 10-yard sack. Just let's see what he does on this one. Sends his receiver in motion. Rolled out right as he's been like to do. His ball is almost caught, intercepted, almost caught. His arm was hit as he threw the ball. Went into the arms of his receiver who couldn't handle it. Or actually into the arms of the Dukes defense that couldn't handle it. The receiver almost got it. So many emotions on that one, just one play. Ends up being 3rd down for the Bills. It's been an adventure when Burgess goes back there to throw it so far. Let's see what he does here. Looks like, I think Lohman's back in the game. This is Lohman back in the game, and he has hit Dominic Raven. Just comes right in, unblocked. Lohman, who had been thrown down last time he was in the game, comes back in, and he just gets drilled on the 8-yard loss. The Dukes with some big sacks. It's 4th and 28 for the Bills. We are probably going to see them punt for the first time today. They're sending Logan Monahan back to punt. There are a couple guys deep for the Dukes. We got Kenyon English. And quick, I'd see who the other man, the deep back is. English is short. See if the Bills can have a better luck punting than the Dukes, who failed to snap over the punter's head and gave 2 points to the Bills. Monahan does get a punt off, a pretty decent one, in the Dukes territory, and a nice roll That's going to work out pretty well for the Bills. Down to the 30-yard line. 48-yard punt. Nothing wrong with that. For 45 yards, still good enough. With 11:39 to go, the Dukes will get the ball back at their own 30. So the Dukes, with a big possession here, they can really put things away with the score here. 11:39 to go. Chance to push the lead back up to double digits. They were up 21-6 to 15 at halftime. It can be, they can extend that even further with the score here. Markel Hurd making an appearance in the backfield next to Grady Kramer. Kramer takes the snap. It is a handoff to Hurd. He's quickly cut down. Whoever cut him down, though, he took a hit, though. Hurd is a big guy, and he's still down. So there's an injury on the play with 11:27 to go. Dukes leading 29-20.
Want a free t-shirt? Hit like and subscribe to our channel right now for your chance to win. We're giving away t-shirts to random subscribers. Don't miss out. Subscribe now and you could be our next winner.
So that was R.J. Hebron, it appears, who went down to make the stop on Markel Hurd. He might make the play as he did, but he's probably going to miss the next play. He's off on the sidelines getting checked out. So it'll be second down for the Dukes. 2nd and 10, there was no gain on that play. Hurd still in the game, it looks like. Along with two receivers to either side of Grady Kramer. He fakes the handoff. Kramer goes deep. Cannot connect with Mike Clay. There is a flag, however. Let's see if this is holding or interference. The Dukes might they'll get at least a first down out of it. Looks like Clay might have been pulling away. The question is, was it holding before the pass or was it during the pass, which would be pass interference and be a spot foul. I think we're probably going to go with holding, which is, it is a first down, but it'll be just 5 yards. Let's see, well, so the call is holding on defense. It's not a spot foul. It's a much shorter penalty, but it does result in a Dukes first down. Chains got kind of excited. We're heading downfield, so should put the ball, I believe, at the 35. Officials are talking this over. Or actually, this will be 10-yard penalty here. It'll be first down for the Dukes at the 40-yard line. With 11:08 left in the fourth quarter. Dukes up by 9. See if they try that again. There's a couple times they gone deep to Mike Clay, and they haven't made the completion, but they have gotten a penalty through the pass interference again earlier in the game, kind of like that. Officials make sure they're all on the same page. They'll seem to be satisfied. Jacoby on spikes, Raekwon Prince on one side. Mike Clay looks like he might be in the slot. Kramer back to pass. Gets just enough protection, but the ball is over the head of Spikes. Kramer got a little bit of pressure at the end of that play. May not have gotten quite as much as passes he would liked. Brings up a second down for the Dukes. As looks like the Dukes are exchanging balls here. They did get their ball back from the Bills sideline. Bills in red helmets this year. That's new from, I believe they were white last year. A little new wrinkle for them. Grady Kramer with a little signal for one of his receivers. He floats a pass, and that's too high for LaShawn Hooper. And back incomplete passes. The Dukes, after the penalty, not going very far. .34 left. Dukes break the huddle. 3rd and 10. Big play. You want to get something. Maybe if you get like at least 5 yards, you can go for it. Otherwise, you might be risking another punt. So Kramer, third by his side, takes a snap. Over the middle, pass is picked off. Raekwon Prince tracks down Jacoby Chavis with the interception. Once again, it was Jacoby Chavis jumps in front of the pass over the middle, gets the ball back to the Bills. He was looking for Raekwon Prince. This time they couldn't connect, even though they have 2 touchdown connections in this game. The Bills have their best starting position of the game. They've had a great starting position all game. This time it'll be at the Dukes 40-yard line. So the Bills with a big chance to cut into this lead, down 20-9, but just got a big interception by Jacoby Chavis. Sets them up at the Dukes 40-yard line. They used to start at their own 40. This time they get a 20-yard head start. Antoine Burgess back at quarterback. And the Bills are going to call a timeout.
Want a free t-shirt? Hit like and subscribe to our channel right now for your chance to win. We're giving away t-shirts to random subscribers. Don't miss out. Subscribe now and you could be our next winner.
Want to reach more customers? Advertise your business during our live sports streams. Connect with your local community and boost your brand. Email us today at reachmorecustomers@eDrivenScore.com. That's reachmorecustomers@eDrivenScore.com.
So the Bills didn't like something. Called timeout before their first play. Or maybe there was something they saw and want to do something here. 10:02 left in the game. Dukes leading 29-20. But the Bills just got the ball back on an interception. Antoine Burgess surveys both sides. He's calling out some signals to his receivers. And there's the snap. Burgess over the middle. Pass is Incomplete. There is a flag on the play. Pass was intended for Vaughn Williams, who fell incomplete. There was a defender there. He might have been there a little early. We'll see what the officials tell us about this play. So it was a personal foul against the Dukes for leading with the helmet on the hit. Or helmet to helmet hit, I believe, actually.
Let's go,
So the Bills will get 15 more yards to start this drive. And they're down at the Dukes' 25-yard line. Burgess, and I think it was Clinton Wade at the running back for them. It is a handoff to Wade, and he is not going anywhere. Trajan Keaton with another stop. It was a 2-yard loss. And that was Clinton Wade in the backfield for the usually a linebacker, but they're lined up as a running back for the Bills.
Let's go!
For a negative play, the Bills huddled up to talk about it. Still have Wade in their running back. You're with Burgess. And Burgess keeps himself. He is not going to get out of the grasp of Kenyon English. The Dukes were wise to his running ways this time. Looks like they're back to the 30-yard line. 3rd down. The penalties got the Bills to the 25-yard line, but they've lost yards on each of these last 2 plays. Just about 8 minutes left in the game. Bills really need to cash in on this opportunity, down by 9. They break the huddle. Send 2 receivers to the other side of Burgess. Takes a snap. Steps back. Going for the end zone.
Wow.
Triple coverage. Incomplete. That was just hoping his player could make a play. He could not. Falls incomplete, which might have been not a bad result based on what's going on there. Couldn't see who he was going for. But now it is 4th down for the Bills. Under 8 minutes to go. Fourth down, big play here. The Bills went for it on 3rd down. Could not convert. Now it is 4th and 15. And they have Loman back in the game. So he will undoubtedly be passing, although last time he tried to throw, he got sacked. Loman takes a snap, gets nice protection, goes to the end zone. The pass is caught for a touchdown. There are flags on the play. The pass was complete to Bray Lowe. There are flags. Defensive holding and the 30-yard touchdown pass to Bray Lowe from Chauncey Loman will stand, and the Bills have cut in the lead again. It's now 29-26 with 7:12 remaining. So this back and forth game continues. The Bills looks like they're going to go for 2 this time. Cut the lead to 1. I think that's Lowman his third touchdown pass of the game. The Bills break the huddle, 7-12 remaining, looking to add to their total and trim the lead to a single point once again. It'll be Lowman staying in the quarterback. Runs away Jr. by his side. Also, Devin Hines. Lowman runs. There's a flag. No signal on whether he got in or not. Looks like it's going to be a legal formation. So looks like it was a legal formation on the Bills or some sort of legal procedure. So I guess that means he was good if they're going to retry it. Otherwise, the Dukes would be declining that penalty. So the Bills try again. This time 5 yards back from the Dukes 7-yard line. The Dukes with the huddle breaking it. And they send out two receivers to the left. Actually, three with an H-back if you got them. One to the right. Lorenzo White Jr. by Lowman's side. He looks back to the coaches, the sidelines. Makes a few changes. Looks like it's going to be a pass. He fends off the defense, floats it in the end zone, incomplete. So the try will be no good, and the Dukes lead or range 29-26 with 7:12 remaining in the game. We're back with 7:12 remaining. There's nothing else to take away from this game. The Bills do not quit. They keep coming back at the Dukes. Dukes pulled away. They were up by 15 at halftime. Bills cut it to 1. Dukes scored to make it 29-20. The Bills just came back to make it a 3-point game, 29-26, which is where we stand. Now another wrinkle to the dynamic kickoff rules. The Bills could go for an onside kick if they wanted, but they would have to declare that. And everyone will have to be back where they were in the old situation at the 35 and the 45-yard line. So the Bills have not declared that, and instead they will be kicking away, and the Dukes will have a chance to return. Mike Crawford and maybe Cameron Sleep back there for Arshad Khan's kick. 7-12, pretty entertaining game so far in the last 7 minutes and change. Let's see what it has in store for us. Arshad's kick is not going to make it, and so it'll be the Dukes that get the ball at the 40-yard line. So now the Dukes, the Bills have been starting all game at their own 40-yard line. Now the Dukes get to experience how that feels. as the kick sailed out of bounds, well short of the 20-yard line. So the Dukes, last drive ended in an interception. First one of the drives did not end in points for either, at least one of the teams in quite some time, I think since the first drive of the game. Brady Kramer drives his hands off, takes a snap. This is a handoff to Mike Crawford. Goes wide left. He's brought down by Jacoby Chavis, who had the interception a few moments ago. 3-yard pickup to get this drive started for the Dukes. So under 7 minutes remaining. Dukes get that clock rolling with the run. The Bills, I don't know if they ran someone on the field. He's now quickly running off. So Kramer with two receivers on either side. Running back to his left. Drops back. Pass is incomplete.
Let's go,
Into the
defense!
sidelines.
Let's go, defense!
He's looking for Cameron Sleet, it looks like, on the sidelines. Big third down with 6:15 remaining. The Bills sideline very, very hyped about this play. So big third down for the Dukes, 3rd and 7. Kramer drops back, steps up, he throws it, incomplete. He had a receiver, but he could not make the connection.
Let's go, defense!
With the running back, Tammy Betty. And that'll bring up a 4th down with just under 6 minutes remaining. Well, last time. Do they go for it? And risk giving the Bills the ball in their own territory. In the Dukes' own territory, I should say. So the Dukes huddle up. Looks like they're going for this. Fourth down for the Dukes.
Push him back!
Kramer. Key 4th down here. Takes a snap. There's something movement before the snap. The Dukes are going to go back 5 yards. Now 4th and 12 for the Dukes. Now they're at their own 38. The Bills sideline very invested in this sequence right now.
Let's go, defense!
Looks like the Dukes are going to bring in the punt unit.
Let's go, Bills!
They got 2 men back deep, including Clinton Wade, also Davion Haynes. The Dukes are bringing in the punting unit. Looks like it is Devon Dorsey again, I would guess. It's a 3-point game. Devon Dorsey. A collective watch the ball from the Bills sideline. Don't want to jump off sides to give 5 yards back to the Dukes. Low snap. The kick is off. It's a nice kick down to the 27. The Bills have it. They're bringing it back. Clinton Wade is across midfield. So a nice punt by the Dukes. A solid return by the Bills puts them in Dukes territory with 4:59 remaining. The Bills huddling up on the sidelines for the second straight possession. They are starting in Dukes territory. Last time they started at the 40, that resulted in a touchdown. Now they're at the Dukes 48. 4:59 to go. Dukes 29, Bills 26. Burgess in at quarterback for the Bills. He looks things over. There's a flag. So I don't know if they're going to call a false start on the Bills. One of the receivers wasn't set properly, and kind of a unusual motion that they ruled as a false start, making a 1st and 15. Bills back in their own territory now. Burgess. Looking things over. Taking the snap. Actually, that's Lohman. He floats a screen over the middle. And nice top by Kenyon English. That was floated past to Delvon Hines. English there for the stop. They do get 4 of the yards back. It's 2nd and 11 now. Now they're back into Duke territory at the 49. Lohman. It is Lohman at quarterback. Pointing things out for his line. In the game with the receivers.
Let's go!
As he has been all game, very calm out there. Some final instructions for the running back. Takes a snap. Pass, short pass over the middle. That's Hines once again. First down for the Bills. They've utilized Hines now over the middle twice in a row. Down to the 36. They're quickly up to the line. Lohman with a handoff to Burnett. He picks up about 5 yards. Blackshear helps bring him down. The Bills, as they have after successful first downs, back up to the line.
Let's go!
And there's going to be a stoppage. I think, there's a player down. So it's going to be an injury timeout.
Want to reach more customers? Advertise your business during our live sports streams. Connect with your local community and boost your brand. Email us today at reachmorecustomers@eDrivenScore.com. That's reachmorecustomers@eDrivenScore.com.
So we're back.
Let's go!
Towards the 3-minute mark. 2nd and 6 for the Bills. Looking to take the lead on this drive. They're down to the 32-yard line. Chauncey Lohman back in the game. Drops back. Steps up. He's going to run. And he's taken down by Dominic Raven. He does get a first down. Down to about the 24-yard line.
Keep going!
First and 10 for the Bills. 2.5 minutes to go. Loman with the handoff. That's Burnett, who's still up, still running, and finally grabbed by the legs.
Let's go out!
And LaShawn Hooper, as we head towards the 2-minute warning, I don't know if the Bills are going to get another playoff. They are inside the 20-yard line.
Come on, let's go!
So the Bills trying to line up. I don't think they're going to get there. And they're not. So that'll be into the 2-minute warning with the Bills driving.
Want a free t-shirt? Hit like and subscribe to our channel right now for your chance to win. We're giving away t-shirts to random subscribers. Don't miss out. Subscribe now and you could be our next winner.
So we're back from the 2-minute warning. The Bills down to the 18-yard line. Second down. Down by 3. Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining. Loman. He takes a snap. It's not a handoff. It is a throw. Incomplete. Tried that little pass over the middle. Did not work this time. Dukes were ready for it. Not much time ran off the clock. 2 seconds. Well, there's actually a penalty on the play, an illegal man downfield on the Bills. So that's going to move them back. They're going to take the penalty, looks like.
Let's go out!
The Dukes determine whether they will take the penalty or not. They are moving the ball back. So there was an illegal man downfield on the Bills. Still be second down, but now from the 23, second and 9.
Let's go offense!
Some discussion from the linesman. Might be arguing that that was a legal man, and if someone had reported whether the man was eligible or not. The official was talking about this, and looks like things will stay as they are. Not sure what that signal means, but we're going back to play. Second and 9 for the Bills. Wellman with White as his running back.
Let's go out!
More communication with the receivers here. Takes a snap. Fires into the end zone. Has a man. It's short. Yeah, Delvon Hines there, but he needed to throw it deep, and he threw it short. He went front shoulder, not back shoulder. It'll be third down with 1:53 to go. They'll still have 2 timeouts remaining. So it's not totally over if they don't score here, but it doesn't put them in a good spot. 3rd and 9 from the 23. 1:53 remaining. Dukes 29, Bills 26. Dukes led at halftime 21-6. Was that a 29-20 lead? Bowman quickly takes a snap this time. Passes deep. He's got it. Into the touchdown for the Bills. Clayton loaded to Bray Low for 23 yards. With 1:47 remaining, the Bills have taken a 32-29 lead. On the 4th touchdown pass of the game from Chauncey Loman. So the Bills are going to go for 2 to make this doesn't really make a whole lot of difference right now, make it a 5-point game. 4 or 5 points. Really, the making it is the key, because if they stop them, the Dukes can kick a field goal and tie things up. So just getting points is the important thing here. 1:47 left, Bills up 32-29 in this back and forth game. Chauncey Loman, he's going to run it like he did last time, is not going to make it. So the Dukes down by 3. 1:47 left. They still have 2 timeouts. So 1:47 left. The Dukes have Tammy Betty back now with I believe it's Cameron Sleet. Could be Dylan Lewis. They have 2 number 4s on the roster. One a receiver, one a defensive back. So both are capable of returns. 1:47 left. The Dukes have 2 timeouts. The Bills also have 2 timeouts if they need them. The Bills with their first lead of the game, 32-29. They trailed 21-6 at halftime. And 21-9 early this, or 29-20 early this quarter. The kick is off. It is fielded at the 7. This is Sleep. He slips through and he stops.
Let's go, defense!
So it'll be 1:40 left for the Dukes offense. They will start at their own 32, it looks like. Their offense has been stopped the last 2 times after being on a roll early on in this game. Brady Kramer has 4 touchdown passes in this game. 2 to Raekwon Prince, 2 to Kovion Spikes.
Watch that ball! Watch the ball!
1:40 left. Once again, a very hyped Bills sideline. They've been very invested in the second half. This 4th quarter comeback. So the Dukes break the huddle. Mark Hellhard, the running back.
Let's go, defense!
Two receivers to either side. Grady Kramer, quarterback. Takes a snap. Flushed out. Floats a pass. Too far. Looking for Betty on that play. Incomplete. Second down.
Do it again!
So 134 left. And they're getting Dukes down by 3.
But I can't hear you.
Bills with some substitutions here. Dukes huddling up. Break the huddle.
Hold that line! Let's go, defense!
He will take the snap. Steps up. He's going to be brought down. Number 92, Brandon Jones with the sack. And looks like the Dukes will call the first of their timeouts. So the Dukes are back. Third down for them. They did get back to the line of scrimmage, so no loss in that play. It's 3rd and 10 at the 31, or 32 rather.
Push him back! Push him back!
So that's might be a penalty. That's the Dukes running things out, but he was so far offsides. You got to throw that flag. So
Let's go, defense!
looks like it's actually going to be 3rd and 6 for the Dukes. They did might have actually lost a yard on that play before the timeout. So 3rd and 6, 1:18 to go.
Watch that ball!
Dukes with 3 out right, 1 to left. Kramer rolling out to the right. He's going to let one go. It is going to be incomplete. Trying to find Prince in triple coverage. There is a flag downfield. On the right side of the field, away from the pass, there is a flag. Might be a hold on the defense.
It's got to be just a hold because it's on the other side.
Let's see what the signal is. So the flag is holding against the Bills, which will give the Dukes a first down. Should move the ball up 10 yards, looks like. Penalty would have been on the down at the bottom of the field, away from where the pass was.
Who was holding?
So it'll be 1:11 left. The Dukes will get a first down at the Bills' 46. Dukes talking things over.
Let's go,
Joe Moore, the
defense!
coach on the sidelines, relaying some messages to his players. Now they're in the huddle. 1:11 left. The Dukes are now up to the 46-yard line, 54 yards away.
Push him back!
So we're going to have a delay of game penalty against the Dukes. So that's going to cost them 5 yards.
Yeah, we can trust them. Yeah. I'm getting you moving next time.
Looks felt like they had some extra time after the penalty on the Bills. It took a little too much time, and it cost them 5 yards. They're now 59 yards away
Let's
from
go,
the lead.
defense!
Kramer is 3 to the right. Again, 1 to the left. It's time to send someone in motion. Pass is caught by Prince. He falls down. Little to no gain. And the clock's going to keep running.
Let's go, defense!
So that cost the Dukes a yard.
Hold up!
Clock running. Under a minute. Kramer. He's going to let one go deep. Kovion spikes too far. Kramer just let that one rip, looking for Kovion spikes. They cannot make the connection. And now there are 34 seconds left. And the Dukes facing 3rd and 15.
Keep
So
it
it's 3rd down for the Dukes. 2 plays to get 16 yards is the priority right now, but they have 60 yards to go in all in 34 seconds. They want to pull this out. The Bills were once down 21-6. Also down 29-20 this quarter. Right now the Bills are up 32-29. And there's a lot of energy on their sidelines as well.
Hold up!
Kramer takes a snap. He floats the pass out. Prince with the catch out of bounds. Let's see, he's going to get the first down or not. It's very close. He's going to be short by a yard. It's going to be 4th down.
Hold up!
28 seconds left. He got out of bounds.
Let's go, Bills! Hold up!
So 4th down. Let's see if the Dukes recognize that they need a yard
Let's
first.
go!
Then they can worry about the other 45. 4th down. Dukes have to convert to keep this game alive. Kramer takes a snap. He's rolling out. Floats one. It's caught! It's not a completion.
That's a wild hit. That's a wild.
What happened?
Cameron Sleet with the catch.
Hold on. What happened?
The pass is down. The ball is currently marked at the 30-yard line, but there may be a penalty. Let's see what they say. The official's talking about it.
I got it on camera.
There are 19 seconds remaining. The Dukes will have another play, but the question is, will it be a first down at the Bills' 30, or will it be a 4th down in their own territory? So it looks like there might have been another penalty after the play on sportsmanlike conduct. If it's against the Dukes, they'll push him back another 15 yards. Turn this into a 4th and 31. If they assess both penalties. And the Dukes will come up with something pretty creative or something pretty impressive. To convert this. Let's see whether officials still talking about this, but no matter what, it's going to be tough for the Dukes. They do have a timeout remaining. If they somehow manage to get this first down. Officials talking about where exactly the spot of the ball will be. I don't know if that crackback might start with, is a crackback a spot penalty or from the original line of scrimmage. So right now they're back at the Duke's own 45. The original line of scrimmage for this play was the Bills' 45. And they're starting their march back from the Duke's 45. Still going back. They're at the Duke's 30. So let's see. Well, I'm thinking it might be another 15 years. Well, now they're going forward. So we're going to start from the original line of scrimmage here, which was the 45. The crackback's going to be 15 yards back to the Duke's 40. Then there's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, which will send the Dukes back to their own 25. Which should make it 4th and 31. From the Dukes, 25. 19 seconds remaining. Dukes do have a timeout left. Let's see what they can come up with. If they try some sort of hook and ladder, multilateral play, or just attempt to throw one deep and test their luck. So 19 seconds remaining. 4th and 31 for the Dukes. Pull off a miracle on 4th and 1. Let's see if they can do one on 4th and 31. Kramer steps up. He's just going to let one go. That's going to be too far. Incomplete with 11 seconds remaining. The Bills will take over. They really just, all they'll need to do is lay the ball down. The Dukes have one timeout, but not much you can do with that. So they take over on down. An impressive win. The Dukes, the Bills last week, impressive loss in Chicago, 20-14 against the Illinois Cowboys. And they build up that this week with an impressive win, a comeback win. Looks like they'll be defeating the Dukes 32-29. Great start by the Dukes, but the Bills would not quit. Just kept coming back. Came out strong in the second half. And they'll have a pretty happy ride back to Michigan. And they'll have themselves to win before facing the Racing Raiders next week. The Dukes have a week off next week, and then they'll be traveling to face the Motor City Rams. So the Bills just line up. All they need to do is take a knee, successfully execute the snap. There it is. And there's the knee. Clock running. Dukes will not take the timeout. And that'll be it. The Bills with an impressive comeback win defeat the Dukes in the Duke season opener. Final score behind 4 touchdowns by Chauncey Lohman. The Michigan Bills defeat the Dukes and their 4 touchdowns by Grady Kramer. Final score, Michigan Bills 32, Cincinnati Dukes 29.